The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite-detonator.
Scanning. Sending regional clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! Jesus, did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Let's Play of Deus Ex Invisible War. This is the third best Deus Ex game ever made at this point in time. Meaning it's the worst. But it's still an okay game. The problem with this game was basically, first game was great by most counts. But when the second game, it was sort of a simplistic, streamlined version of the first one. First one has a skill system, this one does not. First one had lock picks, multi-tools, this just has multi-tools. First one had wide open areas, this has no wide open areas, just closed corridors. You get the idea. The first one had multiple ammo types, clips, you know, typical first-person shooter thing. This has, I think, the universal ammo, so there's no reloading of a weapon. As long as you have ammo, you can just keep shooting. So it's not a terrible game. It's more about the negative reaction to this game is more of that it's a Deus Ex game. It by its own right, it's an okay, but it just disappointment because if you played the first one and you then played the second one, very likely this was not. It's familiar enough that you can play, but you probably were expecting something different. You can choose between female and male, and the female looks terrible in black skin. The features don't change at all, so it's a white woman with a black skin aura. Here there's at least some changes, proper changes, like that. I'll play with him. There's not much we can do. Difficulty level, easy, normal, hard, and realistic. I'll play with normal. I think I played this once when the game first came out, about that time, and that's pretty much it. So, no need to go look for trouble. I'm sure I have enough difficulty just with the normal difficulty setting. There's also one oddity. I think when the game loads between levels, it drops to desktop. That's just what the game does. So don't be surprised if that happens. Man, this is what I mean. It's nothing. It's not crashing or anything. It's just the natural behavior of the game. So, yeah. Automatic lighting, lovely. We're in the future. Monty Bites, candy bar. Our first inventory item, inventory use V. Yeah, this is it's a console interface. It's a pretty shitty PC interface. So I have no idea how good this is on a console, but for a PC this is shit. We have 6 quick slots and 6 inventory slots. So there's gonna be probably fairly soon we're gonna run into trouble with how much equipment we can hold on to. And there's a spinning light right outside our sleeping quarters. We have no drapes. Oh, that must be what an inconvenient thing to have. A holocom unit.
Welcome, Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle? What about Billy? Is she here too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billy just in time.
No one told me anything about an attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose. Trust me. First, pick up your map to the facility. It's stored in a data cube inside the chest. Then I'll unlock your door and tell you what I can about the disaster.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your assignment, Alex.
Yes, this huge building is shaking and you're hearing possible explosions. No need to be worried. Basketball here. With the most realistic physics I have ever seen in a video game. Let's look at that ball bounce. Usually it just keeps on bouncing, but not here. Bounces like 2 or 3 times and then it stops on its own. Lovely. A map of Seattle, Tarsus Complex. Alex, I thought this map might help you acclimate more quickly to the new facility. Dr. Nassif.
Good.
Data vault. Press N. It stores goals, notes, images, so it's some kind of a journal.
Now I'd like you to come downstairs and meet the other trainees. Billy Adams you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
The map. Billy Adams, Clara Sparks, Leo Jankowski, Alex P. Meet Chicago classmate Billy Adams in apartment 454. Pretty simple enough. Just thought I'd make that sound. I don't understand the teacher. Okay, Alex, why are we locked in? They bring us here in the middle of the night, then treat us like prisoners with no explanation. Come see me as soon as you can. I'm in 454. Billy. Yes.
Security assessment changes. Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Solid. That turns into Monty Bites in the inventory. Lovely. So, okay, get a health boost from Monty Bites. It's the flavor of post-collapse hipsters. The only candy that bites back. Okay, post-collapse. So apparently some collapse has happened at some point. It's good to know. But this is on the timeline of Deus Ex. This comes after it. So if I am not terribly mistaken, it uses the what the hell? It uses one specific ending from the first game as official backstory. I think it's the version where you basically destroy global communications entirely, so everything turns into a sort of a temporary dark age. So that's what they are referring to with the collapse. Is there a big picture of a flower here? Sucks.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Proceeding with routine patrol.
How do you crouch in this game? There.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
I can access it.
Services.
Come on. Partially depleted ammo. Yep. Keypad, key code or multi-tool required.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main
probably
complex.
in the rec area working out or already on a plane for Horde RCP Special Security Division. And I bet you wish it was you, huh, plebe?
Yeah, Leo is a dick.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Didn't expect the base to break. It doesn't break unless you... Water can be used
Until our
to...
security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
can be used as a healing for healing.
Oh God, he's really dead, isn't he?
What happened?
Mike and I, we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's wrong.
I'm sure
Attention
SSC will be
trainees.
sending help
Self-study
any
will
minute
last
now.
only until the top of the hour.
The eyes are just creepy by today's standards. This should be Billy's apartment, 454.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally,
Until our
it's about
security
time you woke up.
assessment changes,
Come on
Tarsus
in.
will be
We've got to
operating
talk
as a
about what's
closed
been going on
campus.
around here.
Please remain in the main complex.
She's the woman from the intro.
I take it you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get
Attention
answers out of Dr.
trainees.
Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator
Self-study will
code.
last until the top of the hour.
It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do, and maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Can I talk to you again?
I'm sure you've already made a good first impression on Dr. Nassif.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly thrilled to catch me rifling through her office.
You've always been good at making friends.
There were an awful lot of strange files in Nassif's office. All this stuff about test subjects and observation. I can't imagine what that has to do with Tarsus. You should see if you have more luck poking around.
I'll let you know if I learn anything.
The heads are more creepy just because the body, there's a different better body language, but the head simply doesn't move, it just stares right in front of you.
Have you met anyone else here besides Nassif?
Yeah, I've met 2 of the other trainees. I wasn't impressed. Just like our first day at Chicago Tarsus years ago. There's never any decent competition.
That bad?
Trust me, you and I must be the best Tarsus has to offer right now.
Nassif owes us an explanation for everything.
Yeah, I think that's that. So, no dialogue trees. I just need to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing until they tell me to stop it. More food. It's a crappy healing item, so I'm taking it. Okay, 2 soy, 1 bread. And they all turn into candy bars. I guess all food is universal, so the first item food item that got into the inventory will be used to stack up all the food, so they don't require additional inventory slots. I actually like that because I have only 12. So I don't want multiple different kinds of food items to take separate slots. You have the same picture of a flower.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Maybe it's just a shitty game. Some kind of flag. Yeah, I leveled up.
Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus.
Keycode or multi-tool required. Yeah, doors and locks tutorial. Okay. Okay. There's more red bar and a single lock. Okay, now it should appear there. The red bar is the health or hit points of this container, so if you can destroy that, you can gain access without using a multi-tool. The number of locks, it varies from 3 to 1, is the number of multi-tools required to hack this lock to gain access to it. It appears to hold a single grenade at this point, so potentially an EMP grenade. So, or maybe some kind of a stun grenade, I don't know. The game probably has EMP grenades, so I'm not sure about stun grenades. Yeah, but I don't have any multi-tools, and I don't think I have weapons either, so we're not getting in.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
News terminal.
Breaking news. The city of Chicago is under attack. We've only just received the first reports, so little is clear at this point. It is known that the city is suffering from some sort of disintegrating explosion. Nanotech is suspected. An excessively high mortality rate is expected. No known organization has yet taken responsibility for the attack. When you drink a cup of coffee, you drink Pequods, because Pequods is a pioneer of the new economy. Efficient, modern, clean. Pequods is on the cutting edge of nutrition and biomedicine. Our coffee will whiten your teeth and protect against ulcers. Pequods, coffee for your kind of world.
Pequod's coffee will whiten your teeth and protect from ulcers.
Make way.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Minerva.
Hi, this is Clara. Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now. I'm probably on the lower level for training, but thanks for stopping by.
Clara seems like at least
Attention trainees.
decent
Self-study will
enough
last
for a
only until the
person.
top of the hour.
Hi, this
Another
is
year
Clara.
in this job.
Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now. I'm probably on the lower level for training, but thanks for stopping by.
At least she is polite enough. Unlike Leo. Holographic systems. So, has the word elevator there? Jesus Christ. We're truly a waste of technology. It's a sign.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation will be under control shortly.
What do you mean, no comment? I saw a man die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have mine. Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more. Why don't you let me help out?
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way? Nothing to see here. Move along.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
Okay, that's the initial floor of the apartment. I think I'll cut it here. I need to check if everything's working fine. Audio is at least somewhat bearable. If I think we'll have to get into a firefight of some kind before I can check that properly.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last
At
only until the
least,
top of the
as
hour.
long as everything is about normal, we can just continue on. So far, a mysterious situation. Nano weaponry has been used to wipe out an entire city, basically. And now, the building we are in is clearly being attacked, so what the hell is going on?